Hey, what's up, everybody? Can you hear me pretty good? We're going to try something new. So I got this new mic, and I'm going to see if y'all can, if my sound sounds a little bit better. I hope so. I hope I got it set up right. Awesome. Everybody can hear it good. Cool. So I am glad that we get to do this one because I wanted to see everybody's thoughts on all the stuff and all the information that has that's came out, not just this channel, other channels that have looked into things. I think it's really went in a different direction. I think maybe some answers, if anything, it's going to show that not everything that we've been told is the truth through certain sources of information. I'll just put it that way. So awesome. Everybody says it sounds great. That's good. Hold on a second. Let me move for Allie to come in here. I will try to turn that way the best I can.
Well, here, let me do this. Here, hold on. Don't worry about that. I will get it. No, don't worry about that.
You don't want to worry about that?
I will fix it.
Okay. So we're not as prepared as we should be, but
especially just like this skip.
But we will be. I put together some good stuff for us. I went and checked on some information. I just noticed a lot of things. I didn't look into them because, like I said, I don't really know why I didn't take it as serious as what I should have.
One person?
With the one person that we're going to be talking about and the information that has come forward. So I found some clips. I found some. What are you doing? Oh, my bad. So I found a bunch of clips of just a bunch of information that has constantly been pointing at that individual. It's like everything that's been said points to there, and we're going to look at that. I also put together, before we do a Q&A on all of it, I also put together kind of a visual of some clips I went through of ours that we had filmed early on, that we never showed you guys, to be able to show you just the areas that we're talking about. So what I'm going to do is we'll play that real quick. Okay, let me see. Almost seemed like what I call convenient. This info has been out for a long time. And those witnesses, there's 6 people. How is it convenient that one person said that they, tried to discredit those people right out the get-go, said it was a different time of day, said it was a different month, said that people were doing things that they most definitely weren't doing, said that you could interview EMS workers, and where is all that? I don't know. So, and another big reason why it hasn't been talked about is because they felt like the mother of the missing 5-year-old Summer would have reported that, but didn't. So they took it upon themselves to do it later on. So due to all the, I guess you would say, people just talking, and they, we didn't come out with the information. We just went to the source and tried to verify it. And we did that because we knew who the people were that said it, because we heard about it early on. And I'm going to tell you some more stuff that probably hasn't been talked about that happened while we were around that property. But first, I'm going to show you this, and we're going to definitely talk about it after, but I'm going to try to talk about this as we go through it. So before, I'm going to put this out as just as soon as we get done, I'm going to do like a voiceover for it, and I'm going to put it out for I guess people to reference the property and everything. I'm going to move forward on that. All right, so this area right here, I don't know if you guys have seen it before, but this is where, let's go back. This is where Jackie Dobbs' blue SUV, start it over real quick. This is where Jackie Dobbs, his blue SUV was parked at. This is where he parked at. That you see they put old tires and a no parking sign there, but this is right across from the driveway that goes up to Jody Sue's property that she was living at. And so this is where he had parked almost, I guess, a week leading up to Summer's disappearance.
Well, at least till what, June 14th?
At least till June 14th is where. All right. So this, now we're going to get to it. I'm going to show you how far away this driveway right here is to the Wells driveway. And you tell me why somebody that's in the woods down there is checking the mail. All right. And this is her property right here. Want you to look at how many no trespassing signs are in this just little small area, plus the ones I didn't point out right here. So, I mean, I like, why do you have that many no trespassing signs?
Now, granted, this was a couple of months after Summer went missing,
But
so we don't know if she put all these up after Summer went missing to keep people.
We do know because Jackie Dobbs pictures of all the no trespassing
true.
signs.
That's true. He did have that one picture.
Yeah, Jackie.
With, Elvis.
These were put up early on before Summer even went missing.
True story.
So why are you so? I mean, this just shows what kind of, I guess, person would be, you know, your neighbor. It's somebody that doesn't want any kid. We've heard her say she didn't like to hear the sound of other people's kids playing anything. So hold on one second. We'll go this. This is the area where he was spotted by the people on August 1st. This is where they saw him going back and forth across the driveway, which set off the driveway alarm. The person I'm seeing is allegedly Jody Sue's son that they saw. Now, as it goes down through here, it's going to show you. I think this is going to be eye-opening for you guys, but this shows you, this is that bus trail. This is that little platform. That's a red van that Candace used to drive right there. She said a snake was in it, so she parked it and quit driving. But this is the bus that they drove from Wisconsin. But this little area right here, as we get through this, you're going to see a bunch of ways somebody could be up there lurking around, sneaking around, hiding, and nobody would see them. That's why I feel like the big issue is, let me pause while I talk while this goes. The big issue is, if you have permission to be up on this property, like Candace says, why are you creeping, running through the woods? Not even on August 1st. On August the 15th. Also, why? Why not just walk up there? Why be creeping? Why all the false narratives? Why all the misinformation being put out by Jody Sue herself? That doesn't make sense. So this right here is the part of this area where the bus is that cuts off down to the driveway. This is where the one dog handler came out and said, no, it wasn't the dog trail where the dog alerted on Summer scent and followed it to the road. This is where, and now allegedly, I could never confirm this dog handler, but she said it was right here that they followed and then down the driveway to the road. Okay, this picture right here just shows I'm in this picture, wearing bright blue shirt. I'm standing right there. That just shows you, and me, I'm I'm a big guy.
Okay, guys,
Hold on.
here's the
Shit.
the now infamous shed that Don was supposed to have been hiding in, which I believe for 1 second that he was.
And this is a shed that's not even been talked about. This is the path walk down
that we will show you guys. We walked down all the way. This is the shed at the very bottom of the road. I don't know if you can see it.
We're going to go down that way before we leave, and we're just going to film down there. This driveway is...
It is rough, but
it's manageable.
It is very
all-wheel
manageable.
Drive.
Yeah. To get up this drive.
No.
There's where it goes up. This driveway goes up and around the house and comes back down. Right there is that trail that...
Yeah, here, I'll back up. This is the...
Right here is a trail that comes straight from the driveway up to the school bus, which you can see right there.
Yeah, there we go.
That would have been very easy for somebody to
That's
come
that
up.
little path. Now this is the part of the driveway.
Once a vehicle gets to this point that we're...
I'm still muted. Once you get around to that, so this part of the driveway, you can't see anything from the house, but from here, once you get kinda to where it forks, the driveway forks, you can see the house, but the house can't see you from the brush and stuff there. And I'm not saying that is 100% what happened. I'm just saying that somebody running and creeping around and that has permission to be on this property, that is not on one occasion but multiple occasions running and being concealing themselves and hiding and then running from people when they holler at them or see them, that's alarming. So, and I will tell you why. So I got clips as to why this is alarming. Multiple people have spoke out about this person, her son, that who's a 19-year-old, and I've got the clips to go over and talk about that before we go any farther. And the reason, like I said, it warranted us to look into it. And now that I go back on all these interviews over the past few days and put things together, all fingers are pointing in that direction. Why? From Hunter's mouth, from Fred Hill's mouth, from the people that are up working on the property, from the deflection by the family. You'll see what I'm talking about as we get through it. And I'm telling you, this is, I don't know how else to put it out there.
We're at, sorry. If you are up at the house, you cannot hear them coming up or down. I want to get that purple mailbox. Right here is probably the roughest part of the road, just because the rain has washed it out. Right here, guys, is their...
Hold on. So why do you see the driveway? Let's go back to that real quick. So when they get down to the bottom of this driveway, this is when the people are pursuing her allegedly her son. When they're pursuing him, she's sitting down here. When they get around, she's honking her horn. This Jody Sue is who I'm speaking of, sitting in a vehicle here, honking her horn. Now, one of the sisters that were pursuing him went the direction he went, and the other went straight down the driveway. And then the mother and Candace followed behind, and she was down here. And so he comes out of the woods, allegedly her son comes out of the woods on the side of the road that the Wells live on. She says he's just checking the mail. If there wasn't something nefarious going on, I don't understand. Now we spoke on the past two live streams how, and we saw it firsthand through other people. Shay's clips, Shay's safe place, and um Crime Watch. Is that not that one? Crime Watch.
Yeah.
Those clips that they play, we seen how she was controlling the narrative. A lot of the times, what she said, Dawn would run back and repeat the same things over and over. It's not out of my mouth. It's not out of her mouth. It's not out of it's out of Jody Sue's mouth. And we hear it multiple times. The same thing she says on her live, the same things came out on media, to the media, to the public. So I want to show this again as we go down through here.
Right here, guys, is their.
So from the Wells driveway coming to the very bottom. All right, the Wells mailbox where Dobbs was parked. You can't even see her driveway from right here. It's on around that curve and up, going straight up that hill on the other side of the road.
On the same side.
Well, DeQuinta, I know it's not Jody Sue's property. It's not Andy's property either. It's his mom's.
But Jody Sue was living there.
That's just, they resided there. So I'm just calling it her property to not confuse people. But yeah, and I got a bunch of stuff to show you with that too. So I felt like this would be a good visual from the top of the property down. I don't know if anybody's seen that drive from the driveway, but this gives a better perspective of just how broad the area was. The first time, or not the first time, the first time he was seen multiple times in one day, it was on August 1st, the first time. This is where he was running down here towards that bus area and down the bottom, and then came out somewhere. I don't know if she confirmed if it was on down Ben Hill to the left of the mailbox or to the right. But on the 15th, he was on the other side of the camper down below it, while a guy
on
that
August 15th.
August 15th. What did I say?
You just said the 15th. We need to clarify.
August 15th. August 15th. Month and a half after Summer went missing.
The 15th would have been.
Well, yeah, I guess 15, 2 months, but then on the 1st, it would have been a month and a half.
Yeah.
Okay. So there's that. I hope that gives a little better visual, and we'll get to the Q&A part. Don't just bear with me, okay? So this is the questions that I asked in this. Why are you honking when people start walking down the driveway while sitting in the Wells driveway? Now, did I spell that wrong? Yeah, I spelled that wrong. Well, now I know how to fix that. But what were you signaling your son? I mean, if you have permission to go up there, both of them have permission. They were on good terms. Mind you, let's stop that right there. Don't be mistaken. When we spoke to Candace at the very beginning of this, first time we met her.
Not even then, even a couple months later in October, she told us the same thing. Jody Sue's a good person. She's, we get along.
Look, the way that it was put across to us and multiple other people were they were friends. Why the falling out? Why the such crazy pointing the fingers at each other? Now, when the narratives got changed, who was controlling those? I that's the questions that I want answered too. So let's listen to this real quick, and I'll tell you.
After he mentions her.
Okay, so this first interview is just a clip I took out of it was Ziggy's interview with Fred Hill.
Son's name, he says.
He's up to anything. I mean,
Really?
Which he's up to anything. I mean,
Really?
I've seen him actually in the swimming pool and stuff over there at Dawn and Candace's with Summer at one time. Like that. before she went missing, you know. The swimming pool that used to be there, that
So if you're not clear on what he's talking about, he is talking about Jody Sue's son. This is Fred Hill. This is very early on. This is 4 months ago. I think this video was put out there. Now, I'm sorry, but I don't know what reason he would have to say some of these things at that time. Now, there was something. Now, we can't verify his word against hers. Make that very clear. Nobody's pointing blame. We're just pointing out everything that it's been consistently. The fingers have been pointed at these people. Why? Most of the time by people that claim to not know them, like H and Alli and them. So, you know, you be the judge. Could you hear me on that one? I don't know if I freaking
wasn't there when
had
she
muted.
supposedly went missing, but it was there like a couple weeks before. A big swimming pool.
Right. Where did that go?
Yeah, that's what I asked.
That's what somebody else said.
Where's it at? That where at Red Barrel set with they show at Red Barrel and stuff. That swimming pool sitting right there.
Was it?
I mean, there's a 4-foot pool.
Was it there the day someone went missing?
No, they were gone the day she was missing. That's why it didn't make sense to me. Why is that swimming pool gone all of a sudden?
I know, right?
Been up here
right in the middle of summer.
Yeah.
You know, right when it's
when
hot.
summer's really getting ready to start, you know.
Right, that's true. It was at the beginning of summer, you're right.
And they done been in it a few times because
that is something that guys that was mentioned. It's interesting that Fred brings it up because it's something I've only heard like one time before, is that swimming pool that was set up. There was a swimming pool set up over at Dawn and Candace's that wasn't there the day Summer went missing, but was up.
I have a picture of that swimming pool, and I'll show that when we get done with this. There's actually, I have a picture of 2 different swimming pools that have been taken pictures of on the Wells property.
I think it was even up the day before, because remember that slip and slide thing? That was up, and there was that little girl was there.
his son Andrew was in it with her one evening. I stopped down there because I got an old junk truck off of him, and I'd stopped down there to tell him I was going to get it, and he was in the swimming pool with her then, just him and her in the summer.
That 19-year-old or 18?
Yeah.
You fix up
not
vehicles
Hunter, but Andy, Andrew.
This is the question that I have. Now, I don't know if he is called Andy Jr. or what, but that's what he refers to him as. But he knew he's 19 years old. 18 or 19 confirms that. It's just a lot of accusations going this way, and I never noticed them till after this information, came back up and was put out public, and it made me think. I was like, where have I heard this stuff over and over and over again? So we're going to listen to it, and we're going to take notice of it because I feel like it's important for Summer. Now, Fred Hill has said a lot of things, don't get me wrong, that we have neither no way to confirm or deny. Some of the things he's been very accurate on. Some things he said that only we know because he said them. There was things too that were confirmed that were 100% true that that gave us, reason to believe a good majority of what he said. Now, take it or leave it, but we'll continue listening. I only did a little part of this. Again, this is from Ziggy's interview with Fred Hill. I just took a small clip from it.
And Andy Jr. or whatever you be. Like
Andy's dad's name's Andrew too.
Right. It's really like George
Andrew. And then Andy's is George Andrew too.
Right. That's why it's hard to find anything on him.
And Andrew George is Andy's son.
Jody Sue's so scared of me Is she really? And is he really a dangerous man? Like her ex? You think he really beat her real bad and stuff?
No, he didn't beat on her and stuff like she wanted out.
Because she says like if I talk to him, I can put her in danger.
There were restraining orders already in place.
She said she was.
It's already been court and everything over it. That's why she moved out had to move out from down there because she got a restraining order and then that was where that was his aunt's house and stuff. They put her out. You see. The third day after, like I was talking about, they stood down there for 3 days. Well, on the fourth day, all of a sudden, when he don't leave from just the road, he leaves the whole area, goes in Knoxville places, and stays there for, what was it, when we finally seen him at Zoomers that night at the gas station. And he'd been gone for like 30-some days at that time.
Right after summer, what was
Yeah, fourth day.
Wow.
But that's what I'm saying. They stood at the road down there and listened to everything going on day and night. Didn't even go home. And then on the fourth day, he just up and disappears and leaves. And don't even come back for 30-something.
Now, this is something that I would suspect that he knows. He lives on Ben Hill Road. He says they're down there day and night listening to everything that's being said by law enforcement. We know out of Jody C, if you've watched the past 2 lives we've done, you know, we've shown that she says the dog alerted on her feet. First of all, why? Then you say that you discredit the dogs. Then say the good dogs went this way, but the bad dogs did this, the dumb dogs. You said that there was a bunch of old syringes, dirty syringes in this creek, but yet you're walking in it to wash your feet off or to keep the scent down on the bank, not to disturb the scent. That's did you really get in that creek with the dirty syringes? I don't believe that. I question that. Let's rephrase it. I question that. Then you say, then we know that you out of your own volition, out of your own statements, you say that the dogs got in a fight with your dogs that you had down there. And then you say when they brought there's messages in between you and your, I guess at this time, ex, Andy, that they've brought new dogs out that you needed to take your dogs for a walk anyway. Why? That, we've had a dog handler on it said that would 100% cause an issue between how a dog can work. It's going to cause a distraction for them not to be 100%. Why would you feel the need to go walk your dogs at the same time? It doesn't matter how well trained, how good, whatever. I mean, that's a lot, and that's wrong. And there's just been so many things that have been brought up that I've now, my radars I'm paying attention to. There's another clip I have. I don't know if I recorded it, but even Fred Hill too. He lives at the end of Ben Hill. Says then they go and search Fields Road, that property, after not ever being up there for a whole year or not thinking about going up there. Is that why the third search was taken up there just a couple of months ago on Fields Road? I don't know. We know that Polly Bernard, allegedly Polly Bernard, Andy's mother, owns property up there. So I reached out to Shay, and if you're listening, I'd like to see, I wanted to find out more about that red roof house that you were referring to in your video.
JC was trying to get me not to talk to anybody back here. She thinks I haven't been harassed. You're the only person I've talked to back. Well, no, I talked to those people. They didn't.
People don't know nobody really.
Did they talk to JC? Because she claims she's been on the phone crying with them because she's so upset about all these people coming back here. She said everybody back here is really, tired of being. Well, I'm not messing with anybody. I think she means that group.
Listen to this. This isn't from Fred Hill. This is from Ziggy, and she was corresponding with Jody Sue at this time. Listen to this.
But she acted really upset. She was trying to make me feel bad because I told her, fine, I won't talk to Andy if it puts you in danger. You know what I mean?
Put her in danger. I mean, he ain't supposed to be around her. That is law. I mean, he put jail for you does.
True, but she thinks he's going to end up dead if I talk.
No, he ain't like that. Not unless she's afraid that he's going to give up information or
That's
something
what I'm
that
saying.
puts her guilty.
That's what
I
I'm
mean,
saying.
that'd be the only reason that he would. Somebody would. I mean,
I was supposed to meet with her
get rid of their
yesterday.
accomplice or whatever, you know.
I was supposed to meet with her yesterday.
That'd be my thought.
I was supposed to meet up with her today. She wants me to share her links, like her Venmo, PayPal, and stuff like that.
Say what you just said.
I just think that's very odd that he said, unless she's afraid he's going to give up information that puts her guilty. Like, why would he even say that?
4 months ago.
Yeah.
That
Is he speculating that? I don't know. That's big to me that he would say that.
Yeah. And, you know, he was kind of all over the map. He's like, yeah, the Wells have issues too, but whose names does he keep bringing up on this? This is strange. And, look, yes, Lori, she did confirm that the dog's alerted at her feet. She says this. The clip is on Shay's channel. Let me we played it on our first live with about this whole bit of information. So just bear with us and I'll find that if we need to listen to it again. But this is, I'm trying to get to the point. Just listen to where all this information from multiple people is being pushed at. Again, people that don't even know her personally. Well, allegedly don't know her personally.
She keeps like, she's doing it, and she's trying to act like she's going to meet with me so that hopefully she can maybe keep me from talking to certain people and act like.
And I know that at one point, H is mentioning a dealer and whatever, but I know what he's saying correlates with another dealer, but he is given Andy's name, and we know that it's not true. We know who he's actually talking about, but we can't figure out what. Know who he's talking about. And honestly, I think it might be because he's terrified of the fucking guy, or because he doesn't want to stop Candace and his and there's real supply, right? But also because they're also falsely targeting that person and setting up shit. I mean, like, you don't understand how deep and dark this is going, Doug.
No,
But
I do understand how deep and dark it's going.
And
That's what's
CM
great.
and I had a conversation behind the scenes here, I don't know, a week or two ago. Even CM knows it's bullshit, and that Hunter's lying. But that's one of the pieces I've been looking for a little while. And I think I've almost got it, but all this bullshit in the past few days with Candace and Dawn and all that has kind of put a halt on me looking for this piece. I'm trying to figure out how further contact existed and how it was getting through shit too. And it's like, I know, CM knows, or Bills knows what Hunter's doing. The same, you know, I mean, there's all these things that are in play right now. And I wish the public could see them all. And y'all have seen the full out targeting and inviting the kids in the past few days.
All right. I'm sorry, but I don't believe that from the very get-go that they knew that H said that, and for the reason he said that, and that she's in deep with Chris McDonough. I'm not going to speak for him, but I find it hard to believe that she was in there knowing his every move and plan and everything that he was working on, like she just claimed. How come every single person who says a name, when it got, this is around the time that Chris McDonough's interview with H, when they took the censor off of the name Andy. Now it's, well, he didn't mean to. We don't know why he said that. Why is every single person around this family pointing at that family? And then, does that not make sense? I hope it does, because I tried to put this together to where it would be in order with different things said. Hold on.
Unedited interview. We've known from the beginning when it was done that, it was mentioned, but that it was a lie, and the real person being talked about, we know that they were given, like, well, on top of that, notice his timeline. He says, and I know that in the hollow and by him, he said something at first about how, Candace had called him that first night, wanting to know what the hell he said to the FBI, because she'd felt her a lot of.
Who said that in the chat, that he in the holler he was known as Andy Jr.?
It was said earlier on whenever we were talking.
Because I
about
was under that assumption from hearing things and being down and around there, just searching and stuff. That's what I thought it was his name
Yeah,
for the
we
longest
didn't know
time.
his real name until honestly we started looking into it this week. We had never.
Susan Goins says they don't live there anymore. Why not search it now? Now I've got pictures of the graves up there, of the animals' graves, and we're gonna go over that too. Just bear with us. Now I don't know if Polly Bernard gave permission to go up there. I don't know if there was if Jody Sue stopped them from going up there. Now let me go back and go back to add something here. Now, at the bottom of that driveway, to the witness, remember what the witness said the other night, the one from August 1st, 2021. She says that is the first time that they felt like Candace has heard the information about the scream, about a vehicle, about the car doors being slammed, about footprints, all of that. Candace acts surprised, like it's the first time she heard it. Now, Jody Sue says in her interview, Candace knew about the scream before law enforcement ever showed up. Well, that's not what's being told. It's always contradicting, conflicting. What does that mean? I don't know, but I know that we can point out the contradictions and conflicting statements.
Tori said Michelle After Dark said she had confirmation he was called Andy Jr.
Okay.
So
We'll see.
I would love to know more about that.
I believe, I trust that she
too.
vetted where she got that. I trust that she got accurate information.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me finish this one.
Then they supposedly visited, but only the one time. And in an interview, he says that, no, the second time she was here is going to look at the phone, whatever. But he says before she could even make it to the mailbox, I was in there looking. There was 13 minutes. That's pretty damn quick from the car, wouldn't you say, Doug? Yeah. And then he goes, then she turns around and she's back and whatever else.
Good night,
and it's like, you have all these other things.
All right.
All right, that's it for that. Now, hold on. I'm not done. Give me just a second. Let me see if I can pull this one up now. All right, I'll let that sink in just a second while I pull this up. So, what is that? Okay. Let me zoom in on this and then we'll pull that up. Batteries in my mouse died, my wireless mouse. So I'm using the one on the keyboard. Okay, so here's this picture. This is the alleged animal graves that were up there on that property and Ben Hill Road. Hold on one second, guys. It's okay. Sorry, guys. Parent detail, real quick. Okay, so those are. Let me pull those back up. I don't know why it quit sharing them. There you go. We'll be done in a minute. Okay, where is that picture at? There is that. Everything just went all downhill as soon as I had to do that. All right, bear with me. Here it is. Okay. So here's those alleged I guess the pet cemetery, if you call it, up there. Now I wanna check something, and I don't know if I screenshotted it or not, but I'm gonna check something to verify something right here while we're on here. Let me see what the names. Okay. Let me see what the names were of. Okay, yeah. So if you can see this, I'm going to pull this down real quick. And I'm going to turn my camera back on. I don't know if you'll be able to see it or not, but that is the two cats that allegedly they passed away in the same day. So this was on September 6th.
Or at least that's the way that it sounds.
So
from the post.
rest in peace, Charlie and Kibby. You were my best friends. I love you. I'll miss you. Just wish both of you were here a little longer. So I don't know. I don't know if it was the same day or not, but that
that's the way that it's kind of made out to be.
Yeah, and I'm not going to speculate too much on that. Now, if you weren't here for all the pictures that we went over of that was on that Facebook. Now, he could be young and that could be just him being crazy and being a kid and talk, but it's just some weird stuff that I don't feel like I would have posted on my social media at that age. And I was, I was still what she said, I always forget it with an eye. I'll call my mom and say hello. Did you hear me?
Yeah, already.
Oh, they said hello. Anyway, so there's that. I wanted to show those pictures. Now the pool. Now I've got pictures of the swimming pool and stuff too. But I want to play that other clip real quick before we go any farther because this all needs to go together. So that we can stay on topic before I move on and get into the questions and everything. So let me pull this up and I will. Okay, that's that picture. There's do you want me to show the two pools? I think that, okay. Let me do that too while we're doing this. So this isn't the first one I'm going to show is in 2018 of the two swimming pools up that have been, photographed on the Wells property.
I will say from experience with having children and having these kind of swimming pools, they usually don't last, especially if you have animals around. And since they have dogs and cats up there, I would say that pool probably ended up with a hole in it and they had to buy a new one.
That's a small one for they're bigger. So that's 2018. Is that a boat right there?
I don't know. Zoom in a little bit more.
It sure looks to be like one.
Look like one.
I don't want to speculate on it because then, we've seen people say that there were sleds when it was scaffolding up against the building.
Yeah.
The same sled that the horse was pulling on. Oh my gosh.
100% scaffolding because we carried it.
I've seen some doozies. Let me see what. I don't know if that's the other. Let me see if I can get this other footage up. Give me just a second. Okay, so I want to pull up the next clip before I get too far off base. This one here is one that you'll really want to listen to. This one really, and I didn't mean to even find this one earlier today. So when I did, I was like, oh my gosh. I screen recorded it, and it was, here it is. So you might have, tell me if you guys can hear this. You can't hear that at all?
No.
Okay. Let me start it over and see if you can.
Probably because when I get depressed, I lose weight.
Can I hear it now?
Trying to find out
Yes.
what everything else, everybody else knows.
Yeah.
know.
And that's what you were saying, that Jody Sue didn't leave for 3 days from our house, right? Because you feel like that was odd. Because did they leave?
Yeah, they stayed. They never even. You wouldn't even see them. I mean, we're still. We might still cut in and stop at the mailbox or something other. But that would be it. And then as soon as she went missing, they stayed down there. Didn't even go up to the house. I mean, they sent their youngins up there to get them something to drink or a sandwich or something. But they didn't leave that road down there. But listening to everything that was being said, like he was trying to see if they was in, anybody threw them out there.
Right.
Way I hear it,
Yeah.
you know.
Or I would be curious myself. I'd probably do try to listen to, I guess. But a lot of people suspect, and Jody Sue's been acting really weird to me lately.
Well, just like that truck was her mom's truck. I mean,
The red Tacoma?
yes.
Wow.
Because she even said that day, she said, what they gonna do when they can't find it? They ain't gonna find it with the ladder rack off of it. She said that over on mine.
Jody Sue said that?
Yes.
They threw it where?
The third day, you had her somewhere missing. That last time I talked to him. See, the tree trimmer stuff was in here too at that time. She said, boy, this just made a perfect storm, you know. I was like, perfect storm?
Yeah, she
That's
always
what
said
I
that.
think.
Remember that?
You know, and then she goes, that great cook come about, you know, and then she said, yeah, they'll never find it without the ladder rack on. And then,
did y'all hear that? Jody Sue said that they'll never find that without the ladder rack.
She had just lost her car because they split up and stuff went to court. And she was actually in that truck at night, come in, and she gave a lady the ride home up here. And then when I got home, I said, you recognize that truck? She said, no. I said, you don't really think about it. And she's like,
So you've been in the truck before? Yeah.
Just sitting in the back of it. She brought her home at night. Down here.
Did it have the ladder racks on it, or was that after? But you could tell where it in.
2 weeks or something after summer went.
But you could tell where it, that they had been a ladder rack on it.
As she thought of that,
Did Jody Sue ever borrow that vehicle?
Lips, I agree with you. Now, listen, I did say that there was a lot of things that Fred Hill exaggerated on, or that that were never able. You can't confirm nor deny them because we weren't there. But he has said negative things about the Wells. But everybody he always goes back to is Andy and Jody Sue and them. Why? That's the question I have. He says that she gave his girlfriend, wife, whoever that is with him there, a ride home, made her ride in the back of the truck. I don't know what that means, but I'm just saying that out of everybody, everybody, it's always that name, their names that are getting thrown up. And I don't understand why that is. That leads me to question things a little more deeper. Now, we haven't even got into the things on the past other two lives. And if you haven't seen those, please go watch those. Scott H came up on there too, and he was able to give some valuable information. We had a dog handler come up. We played clips from other channels that had the clips of Joseph saying that they were the dogs alerted at her feet, and then talking about how she had altercation with the dog handlers and stuff. So hold on one second. Let's listen to this a little bit farther.
I've never seen it until that time.
But you did. You
That's what made me realize what she had said and everything, and then it identical to what they are saying, you know.
Wow. So that would be a lot of people. If Jody Sue's mom, Jody Sue, Andy, Dawn, Candace, Grandis, we call her Grandis, Grandma, Candace, Hunter. Yeah.
Okay, so I will put those people, those creators' names in the description when I get done. Those are where those interviews came from. Just played a little bit of them just to show you that direction that that information has been going. And it's always a rebuttal from Jody Sue right beforehand or right after, within a reason why that's not them that they're talking about, or that wasn't true because of this, or that wasn't true because of that. Now, why is that? Is my question. Why is it that everything is always pointing at them? Now, there is other people question in this, like Marlena. Fred Hill goes on to say why Marlena Crawford has never been mentioned in this. We didn't get to hear about her either. We didn't get to hear about the Haskell guy till way later on. If you're not familiar with him, we'll go over a little more on him when I get some time. Did you want to say something?
No.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were getting ready to say something about that, but
We do need to show the picture though of the pool, the other pool.
I am. I'll pull that up now. So, okay. This is the pool. I need to edit it though.
Oh, because of the
Because of her.
girl.
Because of Summer. See?
Can you just put like a
Because I don't, that here, hold on.
just put some, well,
Like that.
no, I would just take like put like a little emoji or something over top.
I can't do that right here. Hold on. I got it. Let me fix this real quick. We'll do it. I'll make her a little bathing suit here. Since she didn't have one.
Well, she didn't have a top on.
Yeah, that's the reason I'm having to fix this, because
Giving her a little mermaid.
giving her a little mermaid.
Oh, that's cute.
I thought I did pretty. Okay. Now I'm going to share this picture right here. Yes. Okay. I'll just replace it with my picture so that we have that one from now on. Okay. So this is the picture of that panda pool that was up there. Where is it? Okay. There it is. All right, so I made her a little bikini there. So she didn't have a top on, but that's the pool that was up on the Wells property. This is this is the one that he we can verify that what he's saying about this because there it is. Her hair is already cut short in this picture, so it was up there to the time leading up to when Summer disappears. There's all that scaffolding and stuff's not on the side of that building. I'm trying to see if there was anything else we noticed there. So there's that. If you haven't seen that picture, there that is. Now, let me see what I wanted to do next to show you guys. I hope I'm giving you some information that helps let you hear it from certain people that live on the property, her own mouth. If you caught the other past two lives, that is everything that we're putting out here is things that she has said. Jody Sue is who I'm referring to, out of her own mouth, out of her own words. There's a lot of things that have been dirty deleted too. A lot of things that have been put out there that you can't go reference information from anymore because it's been deleted. And especially since the time of this information coming out. And I don't understand why that is. Yeah, this is a different one than the first one. Okay. So what do you want to do now? I think there was something else. I thought I had another one. I'm trying to think what that the only other screen record I had was of him saying that they went what's his name, Fred Hill, going to Fields Road, of Andy and Jody Sue leaving, going and searching Fields Road. Now let's see who's in here. Croma Mom, you know about, let's see, when she changes her story, she had to delete the evidence. True. And just luckily, a lot of people have been able to catch them and record things that have been said as soon as she does it. Now, why is that? Why do you have to do that? Why do you feel the need that you have to delete things? I can promise you everything we've ever done is in our video section. Everything. Good, bad, ugly. It's there because that's the way it should be. But you have people that live on Ben Hill Road that are not only saying, yeah, the Wells have issues, and now you need to go listen to the whole interview. He does say a lot towards the Wells, a lot. And he makes some very big claims. I don't know if it's able to be verified or not. Now, he does talk about, he says a house of ill repute, or you know what I'm talking about? I can't say the word. P ring down at that the Wells supposedly had going on. I don't know how to verify that, or even to even research that, because it wouldn't be something you would be able to find. But I don't know. I haven't seen evidence of it. I just know that this is our opinion. I feel like there was a lot of people up there that maybe weren't mentioned and still haven't been mentioned. I don't know the reason for that. Can you zoom in on her face to see the length of her hair? Are you talking about on the pool picture? Sure. Let me see if I can. Let me see.
It's kind of blurry. So
It's very blurry. Yeah, it's at the top of that picture. So this is like did he say a 4-foot pool? That's what Fred Hill said. So he would have seen it. He said, I don't know, unless, and the way that I've seen this property and been out there, when the vegetation and the foliage is thick, you can't see up from Ben Hill to the top of their property, just like we showed you going down the driveway. Now that was in August that footage was taken going down the hill. If that would mean that he would probably be he'd probably been up there or around there. I don't know why. Now he also said that Candace was down on his property at 4:30 that day, walking down his driveway. Is there ways to confirm that or to go against that? I don't know. That's hearsay. It's his word against theirs. The only difference here with this stuff is there was 6 witnesses to her son. And that is witness testimony. What?
Lip said there's a blue pool with a blow-up ring self-standing. You know, the ones where you blow the ring up and it's taller.
Is there a picture of that one?
I don't know.
What do you mean there is? Now, let me see what somebody texted me and said to look at. No, that's no way 4 feet. I'd say it's a 2-3 foot pool because she's 4 foot tall. So that pool would.
We would say she's probably about 4 foot tall.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not what was listed on the Amber Alert or anything. But
hey, Polyblood, that's the one reason we didn't watch for the longest time. I couldn't do it because I never understood why somebody says they have the missing puzzle piece and they speak in riddles. If you do, then speak on it for Summer's sake. Nothing else. There's no reason to be beating around the bush and saying that I got the missing piece and I know this. Another thing that bothered us. Now, if you heard Ziggy in that, she said that Jody Sue did not want her going back there and talking to people on Ben Hill. Why? What did she not want her to know? What did she not want her to hear? Very early on, we didn't know why we were getting this. Jody Sue had thrown some slanderous things out on us very early on, and we ignored it, but we didn't understand why. And it was because we were out there digging and getting information on stuff. Now, I can tell you this: she messaged us on Facebook Messenger and told us the prints were not real, the footprints, and that I said, well, then you're saying that the property owner is uncredible. She said, no, he's credible. And I said, well, then why are you telling us they're not real? And she said, because I guess law enforcement might have told me that just to throw me off. Now, she told everybody else, confirmed them to everybody else, but even to Candace, but not us. Why?
And mind you, she told us this after she had told Candace and all those people at the bottom of the hill that day that they were real.
Right. Then we have the new information. Now, I don't know. I didn't get to watch the live that Justice for All did about her potentially, allegedly knowing 423 Chase Bradley Wishing before this. If that's the case, then that's an issue too, because they were playing like they were worst enemies and so on and so forth. That's strange. Now, also, what about the Tink My Bell? I don't know. There's been so many Tink. I can't remember. Which one are you referring to? Do it in hieroglyphics. True. That's very true. So was anybody able to find out the information that I couldn't find it? Now, if you can, I hope somebody would email and let me know. I wanted to know, my question was the other night on the other live is, did she have that interview with Chris McDonough where she asked about the peeping Tom stuff? Did it escalate as time went on into something, grow into something worse than just peeping Tom? And did she throw those accusations out on Dawn before or after. Now, we've told you about the dog that she owns up there that is very aggressive. Even private investigators were up there, said they had to wait in their truck till they moved that dog from one location to the other. Now, I understand that bull mastiffs are, they can be good dogs, but it's just like any dog. However it's treated or however it is,
However it's
raised or protective or whatnot, depends on their temperament. So
we're not saying that all
we're
bull
not,
mastiffs are
we're not
mean
saying,
dogs.
yeah. But you're saying that you heard Don the gravel underneath his foot when he was up there allegedly being a peeping Tom at your house, and then he ran, jumped in. So I wanted to know, was that before or after that question was asked to Chris McDonough? If it's after, there's a problem. There's a problem there, and I want to know, because that's the stuff. Now, is Damien and peeping Tom for Kent? I don't know. And I don't want to go that far as to speculate. I'm just putting this information that we have available to us together. I'm not saying guilt on anybody, even her son, nobody. But I'm saying it's funny that every finger from around these people point to her. Now, even if you want to talk about Donald Sherfy Sr., when he did his interview on Prayer Garden, he throws kind of a low blow at her himself. Says that she's coming and knocking on the door and harassing about properties and this and that. And he allegedly said he had to pull a gun on her, and that them two don't play, and that the Whales and them were fighting all the time. Everybody has had something ill to say towards her. And then there's always been threats, as every time somebody comes down there, she throws threats out at people. Why? What's the reason? I don't know. You tie them up and never give it to any dog can be bad. That's right. Yeah, I don't believe that.
I don't either.
She also claimed that she never came down here, and then she said that she was multiple times in the woods out there with Candace or something. I got the screenshots of something that was said about that. So if there's pictures of people that were actually in the woods on those dates, let's see them. Produce them, and then let's lay this to rest, because I'll gladly lay it to rest. But I have a hard time throwing the word liar at 6 people that
who we know to be very honest people,
who've always been upfront and honest with everything they've said. The witness on the 15th says that her son-in-law is in the woods. I showed one picture. He said that's him,
and he had not seen him other than that day.
Saw him down over the hill, looked at him, and dude took off. Why? So Jackie Dobbs stuff. I made sure to have a bunch of that stuff ready too. So there's pictures of him. Now, I don't know, him breathing like that up there in that video, that would be perfect cover to make people not think that you did anything. But we were told very early on by people that spoke to him that he was carrying a chainsaw up and in and out there, cutting down trees, got along just fine up and down that property. Was camping out there a week and was up and down that mountain. He doesn't live on a just flat piece of property. It's like everything else you see out there. Exactly, Chrome Mama. Exactly,
Arietti. The people who saw him in the woods also saw him, allegedly, saw him at the bottom of the hill with Jody Sue.
Yeah, he came out of the woods and came up to the vehicle.
Right.
They not only witnessed him, his facial appearance, but his clothes.
The clothing he was wearing.
One day it was a white shirt and blue jeans. The next time he was seen by the other people, it was a white shirt and khakis. These people don't have no reason. Well, that was the first time out there. There's 3 women up there with just Candace, and they're up there trying to clean where a child had just went missing 2 months or a month and a half before, and as of the date they were there, they're going to be on alert. They're going to be on high alert. That in the alarm at the bottom of the driveway, right there at the bottom of where that bus trail comes off, that's where the sensor is. That thing kept going off, kept getting her attention. So
And they said, and she said she forgot to say this the other night, sent a text to us later after she was on talking about it. She said that alarm never went off again after they saw Jody Sue and her son at the bottom of the driveway and talked to them. So
right, and for people that aren't here and that don't know, immediately when this information came out, did not skip a beat. Immediately, it wasn't this channel. We knew about this situation, but immediately when the information came out from another creator, the accusations and slander towards people came out. She said that was at nighttime. Those were a bunch of tweakers, twacked out, drunk, whatever, running around chasing people in the woods that weren't there. First of all, it wasn't at nighttime. It was during the day. If there's pictures to prove these people, you said multiple people in the woods, then prove it. Put your money where your mouth is and show dates and receipts, because these people show receipts of when they spoke to Candace and they went out there.
Somebody else said that they had saw the pictures, but they didn't have a date on them.
Because they won't have a date on them. It's always going to be something to throw out there to try to say, oh, that's proof. We just don't, and some excuse to why there's not a date on them. There's metadata on pictures from cell phones that, and be careful of the dates you look at too, because they can be altered if it's not the info straight from the camera or when it was taken. Dobbs planning on moving on his land this year. If he does, good for him. Now,
Right.
And if he's innocent, then law enforcement needs to clear him. But there were so many weird things. That's why people's radars went off with him too, and that's why everybody looked in. He told conflicting stories over and over and over and over. Even to his alibi pictures, they changed 3 times. 3 times. So it's just too much. Let's take some questions. That's what I'm ready to do.
Also, were you going to show that video? It's kind of off topic, but did you want to show that video that I took of the dog trail that first day up there? Or do you want to wait on it?
I don't think I downloaded it. I think it's in I can't remember where it's in Google Drive. That's where it was. I put it in Canva, but not I didn't save it to where I could just pull it up. All right, guys. So I want to get your thoughts on this. I want to get your thoughts on this information. If just tag us, and I'll try to catch which ones I can see. And I want to get your ideas about this. What do you think? Why has everything always been thrown that direction? Why early on, from her own mouth, she says the dog's alerted on her feet, stopped on her feet. She said she's walking through a creek that she also claimed had dirty syringes in it, but was yet walking in it.
I'm sorry. If I see dirty syringes in a creek, I'm not going to get in it.
Damien kept coming even after summer got gone. Why? That's the question. People are like, a month and a half, 2 months after, that means nothing. How does that not mean anything? He has permission to go on that property. Even when Candace was told about this alleged situation, she says, oh, that it's not that he wouldn't do that. That's not him, because he would walk up the driveway.
But he didn't.
But he didn't. And not just on one occasion, twice. And then when they go chase him down the driveway, his mom's sitting in the driveway at the bottom, not driving up to the top. She says that she's witnessed somebody and she was trying to alert Candace, screaming for Candace and honking the horn. Why not drive up to the top and tell her? Something's going on. Something's not right. Now, then we have him, a neighbor alleging that he was in the pool with Summer by himself, 19-year-old. Why? Is that true? I don't know.
Grandma Mama said she has also changed her story about the 15th. She had a whole story about taking her sandals off because her pet gave them to her. And on ABs, she said she didn't take them off.
Yeah, this the interview yesterday.
Yeah, yesterday or the day before or something like that.
Constantly changing. I'm sorry, you don't just forget these, because she's been so good about detail now. Every little detail. She was able to witness a person that drove by in a red truck. Every detail about this man, but just driving by.
After
Allegedly.
she had already said she hadn't saw a red truck.
Right. Exactly. Let's see. That Summer went missing and you had permission to come up, but you sneaking in the woods for what? What do you need to see? Yeah. Is it because there's a narrative being pushed? Is there a cover up? I don't know. If you saw the other night of the things that were on his Facebook, they're not normal things that that I don't know any of my friends that posted things like that on their profile. I don't get it.
Mandy TNT. So
She told me the shoes were on, Lip said.
see? She said, one of my main issues with Jody Sue is her being so on high alert for days and days, but she hears a guttural, animalistic scream and she doesn't check on that.
But in the interview, go ahead.
Well, so yeah, she eventually describes it as animalistic, but not an animal. But in the beginning, if you listen to her talk about that scream, she says that her daughter said that it was muffled. So,
and her son claims that on the news interview as animalistic, and then she turns around immediately and says it wasn't an animal, but it's not an animal.
A person, not an animal.
Which one is it? And I don't know. Conflicting. Now, when I asked about the scream to her on Tiffany Marie's panel, I said, what did it sound like? I got the chance to talk to Josie on that panel. We only spoke to her twice early on Messenger, and that was it. And it was to kind of, I guess, try to take us in a certain direction, and we didn't go that way. We didn't listen to that. But she, on Tiffany Marie, I asked her, I said, so what did the scream sound like? She said, in her own words, said that it was more like a shape, that she saw it and not heard it. And I shook my head. I said, which one is it? Now, you said it's animalistic over here. Your son says it's animalistic. Now, all three of you, now let's get to that part too. Who goes and investigates it from her mouth when they hear it? They all three hear it up in the cabin, she says. Her and her son go out to investigate it. She also says she couldn't walk that day. She was having a hard time walking, getting around.
Her son had to help her.
Had to help her get around. But then turns around, it says right after that she's down there doing the search, her on one side, boys on the other side of the creek at what time was it? She said at 6, right after 6. So 6:23 is when 911 calls. She's searching with the boys. Dawn comes in at a little bit, I guess, before 7, right at 7, whatever it is. And the boys are, over with Blue Roof Dawn at an area of the property, which I have that. I had that video to show too. Area of the property that was down past the shed on Beach Creek, down where the shooting house is.
Grandma Mama just said Andy says that her kids supposedly did not hear the scream on CSI. That's big. And then at the same time, you have around this same time is whenever she got the restraining order, as did her son, against Andy. Therefore, they weren't able to communicate with him. So could it have been that she did not want them to talk to him that way, that they couldn't tell him actual things?
Yeah, what?
You get what I'm saying?
This is really, really an issue. I feel like so much deflection, so many conflicting statements from the same person who's then put themselves in the forefront. Now, people, they say people that are close to it are involved, put themselves right in the middle, put them right in the front. That's speculation 100%. Now, let me add that. That's speculation. But why are you trying to control narrative and put out? Why always putting all this information out, trying to disprove these people, trying to do that's wrong. That's wrong. And now the arrows and the tables turned and they're pointing at you now. So why is law enforcement out of your own mouth saying that they're coming and questioning you and your children or your children? I can't remember what the statement was because I'm sure you can't find it now. Up to, was it 4 days now, 5 days ago? I can't remember exactly, but it was very recent that law enforcement was back questioning your group. Why is that?
And then also about the scream, she told the witnesses that allegedly saw her son and Candace that day that she had a trail cam or some sort of camera at home the day that Summer went missing, and that it actually picked up the scream. So if it picked up the scream, wouldn't you have turned that over to TBI or to law enforcement? And if that's the case, then how could they call it unfounded?
Right.
That really stuck out to me whenever she said that the other night.
I'm trying to find her message right now. Give me. I think this is it. Hold on, we're gonna play this. I don't know who posted this, but I'm gonna play it. Everything was used here is under Fair Use Act, and it's to what is it? To be a critic. Here, you know what it is. Fair use, commentate, critic, educate, blah blah blah. It's in the description. Go check that out. Anyway, here's this. Okay.
Y'all keep your eyes and ears open. Please keep going to the websites and sharing her picture and her information. Know that half of what you're hearing and seeing, especially these dumbass comments and conspiracies, because I looked for all of 3 seconds today online, and I mean that. It was like a quick look with the news conference they were doing. I was like, oh, hell no. The news conference had more accurate info. That was all fun and dandy, but people in the comment section are just, it's already this person's shit and that person's shit, and well, so-and-so's sisters disappeared, and that, shit started last night with search parties hearing probably us privately all talk between each other, or one of the searchers who had heard us all talk, I don't know who the fuck heard that from where, honestly, but I was told that it got out last night at Mount Carmel. Either way, I'll tell you, the fucking two things ain't connected, and they're like 2.5 decades apart. The whole, everybody's trying to make it like it's a fucking I mean, look, I ain't the police, I'm not the feds, and there's more agencies here than you could imagine, but I'll tell you just from my personal opinion, parents are not involved. If you were there, you'd understand. Either way, the comments in 3 seconds on that fucking stream pissed me off so bad that I'm on fire. But I'm going to temper my tongue and I'm not going to say much. It's pointless anyway. People are going to believe what they want to believe. Summer is loved, cared for. Neighborhood loves her, cares for her.
What?
Her parents and brothers love her. We all want her home. Feels a little empty without hearing her little giggles today. And, and her playing at the top of her hill for my hill. I hear her every day. And usually see her.
And claim you hate it.
And, it's a little empty. And, I can't imagine what her mom and them were going through. I could see it written on her face and talk to her. I mean, this is hell for any parent, and I can't imagine. And I mean, this is a fucking nightmare to us, and you know, so I can only imagine them. But this isn't right, and for one of our own to be gone from the creek and on that road, especially, tells you something about what the hell's happening in there and what's changing. Um, Definitely had some of the stuff that's not been going on there been going on, like all the fucking property for sale and all the state shit and all the fucking work crews in there from all over the goddamn country been in there. This would have never happened. Somebody took the opportunity with all the traffic coming in and out. That would be my guess now. I'm not saying that's fact, I'm just saying my guess. Would be that somebody has taken opportunity if that's what's happened. And that those things, had they not been happening, she might be where she's supposed to be right now. So, not real happy. This is what you get when you start opening these fucking areas up. And you have people running all across them. Any other day of the week, we could stand there and tell you exactly every detail about the entire day. Not in a million years would I have thought something like this would happen. In that road especially. And if you know Beach Creek and you know my road, you know why I'm saying that. These people online talking about where's this and where's parents, where watching and blah blah. Bitch, please. Like, y'all live in the middle of the fucking suburbs and everything else. Your kids play out in the fucking yard.
What? Okay. I didn't say that. Again, that's from her mouth. What's that mean? Do we know? I don't know. She says, so where's the narrative went now? It's all Don and Candace's fault. They've done this. They've done that. She was, now it's in this, she was loved. She was cared for.
By not only Don and Candace, but the whole neighborhood.
By the whole neighborhood. That's not from my lips. It's not from anybody else's.
Well, now this week it's took a turn and the fingers have been kind of pointed at Jackie Dobbs again.
Yeah.
By her.
Back at Jackie Dobbs.
So.
And she's told people to mass report us. So.
Okay.
For what reason? Why are people getting close to something? There's no reason somebody switches. Now, please tell me law enforcement has paid attention to this. Please tell me.
Obviously, they have been paying attention to something if they were up there, not even a week ago, interviewing her son again. And because didn't she say a few days ago that they had been there 2 days before?
Yeah. What's the date on that? Let me see if I can find it. Give me just a second. I'll see if I can find that. Is that the one we just watched? I hope that was. Let me see.
Yep.
I don't know the date on it exactly, but I'll see if I can find it. Let me see here.
Y'all keep your eyes in the air.
That's when the video was made, was January 1st, 2022. But I don't know when they clipped it. I have no way of seeing that here. Other than that, I don't know. So does having issues and throwing out false things on people and discrediting people, does that an excuse to, what is it? I don't think it's, now I could be wrong. Do you clearly go this far of putting yourself in potential danger? If this was any other law enforcement, I don't know if the feds have paid attention to this or not, but I feel like there would be some problems here at all the different things that have been said. Now, law enforcement did say early on the scream was unfounded. Unfounded meaning what? No foundation or basis in fact. That's a nice way of saying BS. Okay? You don't change that quick from what you believe. I know that more information that's come forward has been a lot of speculation and a lot of misinformation, but her being right across the road and being friends with Candace, and not only friends to the point that they knew each other well, that she would know the details of what happened on that hill. She said right there that somebody took advantage of all the traffic looking at the properties, tree cutters, all that they took their time to strike. So, not true what, Susan Goins? What's not true? She wouldn't know? Because she was like right there. She would know better than anybody, than any of us.
Yeah.
What was happening up there. And like, so the information, if you listen to that first clip of what I was playing of, okay, well, her interview on I'm No Thanks, she says they tried to come over here and beg Andy for his personal stash. Everybody knows he smokes, though, begging for his last G of green. She speaks on that of her own. What do you mean unfounded on the screen? What's that mean? Hold on, I'll show you. What do you mean? What's not true about it? What unfounded means? Or what? Because, well, I mean, I'll show it right here. I'll look it up for you. Hold on.
Was it ever said what time that she heard the door slam?
No, I don't think so.
I think that was after the flash, right? I'm sorry, Shelly Schmidt. I'm not sure if it was ever said what time she supposedly heard that.
All right. Unfounded. Having no foundation or basis in fact. Now we'll play the interview again of what was said. Similar, groundless, baseless, unsubstantiated, unproven, unsupported. But here's the adjective: having no foundation or basis in fact. Her persistent fear that she had cancer was unfounded. That was the sentence that they gave there.
Unfounded.
That just tells how to pronounce it.
Yeah. That's a nice way of saying I wasn't saying what unfounded meant. What do you mean about the scream? Sheriff Lawson said that from his own mouth, that it was unfounded. And then he says,
Oh, no.
what am I? Oh, am I?
You said, what does unfounded mean? She said, not true.
Oh, untrue. My shit. So hard, dude. I'm so sorry, Suzanne. I'm so sorry. It's so hard on this side. It is so hard on this side to understand what people mean when they're writing out stuff. I get taken wrong all the time. Please forgive me. Gosh almighty. This stuff has really took a toll on me, though, for real. It's made me think, how did we look past this? Now, let's get into the even deeper stuff. Now, this is very strange, okay? If you heard on the other ones, now this is fact. Now, Randy Haas, RSO, connection, Andy, Jody Sue, Frank Light, friends with Andy, Jody Sue, registered sex SO. Sherfy, now let's see here. So Sherfy Jr. is 28, okay? Her son is 19, going on 20. Was he raised around this? I don't know. Are they friends? Would they know each other? Did Sherfy Jr. hang out down there? Did they ride her? I don't know. I haven't been able to find a connection there, but we do know that Sherfy Sr.'s brother, Daniel Sherfy, is friends, very good friends with Frank Light. Like they allegedly, what was told to us, best friends.
Best of friends.
So then there's a connection there, and there's a circle connecting. That's all on Ben Hill. I saw a comment somewhere. I can't believe that people are saying from every direction that Summer was surrounded by not good people, predators. Well, I promise you, she was. There's people that we just put in a what is 180 degree 180 degree turn, or 360 360 every direction. She's surrounded by these people. Now, law enforcement said, well, not law enforcement, but Sherfy Sr., the one that walked down there that made himself very known in this, says, says on his interview with another creator, they don't think my son did anything. They didn't even question him. That's 8 months in now, and he's not a registered. He is he's just charged with having over 1,000 images of exploitation of a minor. That's a lot. Now, all three of these people I mentioned that are the 2 RSOs and Sherfy Jr., they all have the same charges. I don't know. Coincidence? I don't believe so. Something is weird. Something's not going right. What he has been said about, what do you think about what has been said about 4 hours? So I reached out to Hawkins County today because I wanted to know if Sheriff Lawson would conduct himself or an investigation like that. So I reached out to Hawkins County. I tried to make a phone call. I also left a message on Facebook Messenger to Hawkins County Sheriff's Office, asked if Sheriff Lawson would have told an ex-employee that, to ask the social media community that question. And I have not heard anything else back then, but I will continue to reach out and ask because I want to know. That doesn't seem professional, or how they conduct the investigation. I don't know. I'm not going to take some woman who claims that she worked there as I didn't hear it either, but I would like to hear it from the sheriff's office mouth. Now, I know when Leslie Earhart was reached out to, she said, we do not give any information on an ongoing investigation. Nothing. Right. That's the same thing with what WJHL put out yesterday on Summer Wells. There was comments. Now, how many people have we heard through this that have reported things? Now, people don't get it twisted. When we say we've reported things to law enforcement, sometimes we haven't even got the whole thing we're reporting out to them, and we're told they'll call us back. So how can they go investigate what we're trying to report to them if they don't even listen to the whole thing? Now, does that sound like that you're doing due diligence on that? It doesn't. And I do question that. And I do ask why. Why is that not being taken seriously? Multiple things we've tried, right?
Mm-hmm. They would stop us and say, this sounds like some very good information. We will pass it on to our detective and have him call you back. Never got a call back.
Constance Sue says, I called them and they said it was a rumor and we have to stop calling them. That's exactly what they told.
I believe that.
Now, I'm talking about as far as reporting a tip.
Yeah, but she's probably talking about the whole 4-hour thing.
All right. So what have we been on? Hour and 40. I'm going to do the last 20 minutes and I'll open up this panel and you can come up here and discuss it with us, and then we'll call it a night. I wanted to answer some more, but I don't think there's any questions more than there's just the same feeling. I don't know. I'm reading about the same. Are people on the same page? Do you feel this is strange? Do you feel like there should be more answers to this? We're going on, JC, we're going on what you've said out of your own mouth. Now, if you can fix those things, by all means, please do. But I have to ask why. Put her on hold and ask Ronnie Lawson allegedly right there. Wow. Let's see what everybody else says. Yeah, we're not. Nobody called the tip line for that. I can assure you. I reached out to Hawkins County, their main phone number. I want to ask because I said I want to clear it up. Believe it or not, through all the claims against us, we were not mentioned. We've not been on law enforcement's bad side. I can assure you that. Through as many things that people want to say, we've not done anything wrong. We've never even been, talked to down in a negative way by them. We've turned over things that we felt like were important to them. Found things. We've never tried to get in their way. If anything, stay out of their way and not bug them for anything. I've tried to let them do their thing and made sure that everything we've ever done, we ask if it's okay. And they either confirm or deny. Believe me, if they ever deny, we don't do it. So here's this. I'll put this in here. Here's the link. If anybody wants to come up. You can real quick. If not, it's okay. No, I have not spoke to Chris M. I've never spoke to him. Molly Brown Uptown. Did that go in there? Yeah, it is. But it didn't do it on
Facebook.
Yeah. We'll see what happened. Oh yeah. He said I'm talking about the person who got it told it was a rumor. I don't know. I don't know if that was a former employee. I don't know. I just don't take those things for fact when I first hear. I'm like, nah, I question all of it.
Well, I mean, when you think about it, that would be the second time that somebody has alleged that Ronnie Lawson was telling them things or talking to them about the investigation after Sherpy Sr., after he kind of claimed that he had inside knowledge. And if that's true, then that's not very professional of Hawkins County to be conducting an investigation that way, in my opinion. So I hope that that's not true, that they would be
I don't
telling
see it.
anybody. I don't either.
We've had some negative things happen too through this with calling about things.
Yeah.
That was the link. If you want to come up, you can. If not, it's okay because we'll close it out if nobody comes up in a minute. That's right. It's true. Michelle is who she says. Oh, I'm not doubting anybody. Did she show credentials even though she cammed up for a minute? Did she show credentials? What?
I'm sorry.
What?
Nothing.
I'm asking. I mean, I'm not doubting nobody. I'm just asking. You guys, I mean, they have. I want to know those things. If they come up with them, I want to know. Before I take it as fact. Now, that's a big claim. Now, if a sheriff would. This is what my only question is. If there's that big of a difference in things that were reported, would there not be different, like, interrogations from wouldn't there be, like, I don't think that they would just let people be rolling anywhere and everywhere they want to. It's when they want to. I believe that there would be really close monitoring, even to the point that you're getting pulled in and interrogated all the time. Now, I can say this from being around up there searching and stuff on Ben Hill. It sounds like the people we're talking about have been interrogated more times and questioned more times than the other side of the road. Why is that? Because we can say that from everything that happened at the beginning, from the time we stepped in end of August, we never heard them ever say law enforcement came up there, asked for questioning, anything. I don't know. Why is that? Why has there not been why has there not been questioning on that side and then so many times over here by their own volition? By this family on, let's say, the left-hand side of Ben Hill. You're driving down Ben Hill, left-hand side, Jackie Dobbs, Polly Bernard. Right-hand side, Wells. So, Tony Hammonds. Okay, what do you want, Judy Johnson? What did you say about Tony Hammonds? Thank you, Dazed and Confused. Can someone ask Jody Sue if or LE or TBI checked her trail cam she talks about from? I would like to know that as well, but they're not going to say anything. If that's been turned over, that's now is that the reason that they said the scream is unfounded? Because she said that the cameras would have picked up the scream. She also said that somebody who knew would have known where her cameras were and removed the SD cards, I think is what she said. Don't quote me on that because I don't know for a fact. But
Tink My Bell said, Jody Sue said Dawn deleted the SD card in the trail cam.
is that what she said? What?
I've not heard it, but that's what Tink My Bell said.
What? I don't know. So, yeah, Tony Hammonds was accused of allegedly, I don't know if he was found guilty or what, but trying to abduct a 12-year-old boy in Kingsport. Not.
There was rumors early on with Tony Hammonds. I don't know. I haven't looked into it recently, but in the beginning, there was rumors that that was his grandson and that he had pulled up and the kid was mowing the yard and that he apparently there was like a restraining order against him and he had tried to get the little boy to come over and talk to him. I don't know for a fact. That's just what I remember being said in the beginning.
Yeah, they're not going to tell if any evidence was turned over or not. Now they might say, "What are you talking about?" and then go investigate after. But my conflict with it was then if we're reporting something a tip over and we don't even get to tell the whole thing that we're trying to, especially the main point of our reason for calling, and we're told that you're going to be, called back by an investigator and nobody calls you back, that's an issue, I feel.
Lip said, she clearly said in detail Dawn came as she heard the crunching under his feet and all. Then he deleted and returned the SIM cards.
No, come on. Come on.
Okay. I'll follow
It's getting just farther and farther out there, ain't it? Golly, come on. Lupus mom for. Yeah, hold on. I'll drop the link one more time, and if we'll just stay on for about 10 more minutes, and then I'm done. Hopefully, we got some things. No, I believe you. Tink My Bell. If she said that, then that's. Do you have? Where was that? Where did you see that? Was that on? Do you have a clip of that? What? I'm trying to see who's arguing with me. All right. Okay. I saw you there for a second. Hello. Can you hear us? I think you're muted.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Hey, Cam. Hey,
Nope.
Allie, looking beautiful.
Thank you.
All right, I'm just gonna. I've really been thinking about this, and I'm just gonna think logical. Okay. Have you seen the YouTube channel? It's called Case. Hold on. It's called Case in Point.
I don't think so. No.
Okay, if you'll take a quick look at that, the reason why I'm saying this.
Okay.
It
Let me see
takes
if
me back. It takes me back to when you and Allie, when that Dykes girl called in, and they were like, "Well, we don't do nothing on the weekend, so y'all had to wait all weekend and worry about that little girl, right?" A
yeah,
lot of
we kept in touch with her. Yeah.
Yeah, and a lot of people are saying that they're sending in these tips, but then we're getting no answers. But I think a lot of creators on YouTube are doing a fantastic job with evidence that's being shown, and they're saying that they turn them in, and everybody's saying that they're calling and they're doing this, but then they're saying that they don't have no leads. So what takes me there, after you watch that video, you'll see where I'm going. Okay.
Well,
How many times have we heard Lawson come out and talk on the news and we go, "Now he is doggone lying. He is doggone lying."
I'd be lying if I haven't felt like that sometimes.
Okay. So there is proven fact that this Michelle girl, if you'll watch that video, proven fact, it's proven that she was there 27 years. She retired with him.
Okay.
And when you watch that, there is proof, and there is proof that is going to come out. But who wouldn't say that Lawson Hutton, which TBI has took the case over. Lawson's not over it anymore. I don't know if you've been following their website.
I the last thing I heard is that Hawkins County was the lead in the investigation. That's the last that I was informed of.
TBI and them has done took it over.
When did that happen?
Go to their website. It was
Hold on, I'll pull it up right now.
A month or two ago, I believe.
Okay, hold on one second.
Okay, so where I'm going with it is, so she worked there. So Ronnie Lawson, because of where he stands, and he's done look like a fool many, many times, he's done got her to come out and say, "Okay, well, you tell me where the 4 hours, where was Candace and White took her 4 hours." Now, what takes me there to say that is the last known from TBI on their news conference with TBI, they said last seen at noon. Well, at noon, that is 12 to 3. Okay. Well, then we want to know, well, Jody Sue's talking about this scream, but everybody's saying that it's unfounded. Well, if she was last seen in between 12 and 3, then the time that Jody Sue gave us for the scream, it would be unfounded. Now the footprints were proven. They casted it. They come out and they said it. They never said it was. I mean, they said it was unfounded in the beginning, but then they come back out and said, yes, there were footprints.
Well,
They're unfounding her scream because now they're seeing, and now they have proof that the last time Summer was last seen was in between 12 and 3. So could I see him going through somebody else because he ain't man enough to just come on YouTube, or with his profession not to do it? Yeah, I can. And when Cher called TBI, if you really listen to her talking to them, she never talked to Ronnie Lawson. She just talked to someone who was there. She never actually talked to him. And I'm just trying to give everybody the benefit of the doubt. But when it comes out and all the proof is laid out, everybody's gonna see why Cher never talked.
I have to fix something now. They've never either confirmed or denied them. Now we got Dave Rader on the footprints that now he says that there was the big claim that happened the day he came into town, or a big find. The dogs alert that search and rescue found a good lead, and they really thought they were going to find her. Now, other than that, now I try to use deduction. Now, when there's been something brought up that they didn't, that was totally not right, like the scream and stuff, they came out and said, no, that's unfounded. Now, we haven't had any media go and ask about footprints and stuff, and I don't know why. But now I'm on TBI's website right now. I'm trying to find.
The last update that I saw.
Do you watch Diddy Ron?
Yeah.
Okay, they even said that the footprints were there, but the scream was unfounded.
Right. Well, that's Dave Rader, and that's why I've been trying to tell people. Now, he also talks about some other things and said that she might have. He said that he didn't like the thought of her potentially being moved, is what he said in one statement. He also said that she might have been dropped back off, is the words that was used, and went back, got lost on her way back home, whatever that means.
Sir. Yep.
And so,
well, actually, he said that in the video, I have the timestamp wrote down in my notes, and I'll email it to you. But he actually said that they were waiting to see if she would be moved again. Well, then we know with car team, TBI, FBI, and all that being involved, we know for a fact that there is cameras up. Now, will we ever know or be able to find them cameras? No. So I took it as they got them cameras up because they want to see who is going to return to that place that maybe that last search, maybe they hit and found something, but not saying nothing. Do you see what I'm saying?
Right. I'm sure that I believe that
Jody Sue did say that Dawn Wells, she said, this is what she said, which she's blasting everybody now on her live, but she did say, this is what she said. She said one time that Candace had all the cards to the cameras. Then she said Dawn deleted all the cards that were in the cameras. Then she said that when Jackie Dobbs was out there, that they had took down the cameras. So Jody Sue, which is it? You gave us 3 to pick from. So I say I don't believe nothing that comes out of your mouth. When your mouth opens, I see poop. That's all I see at this time. And I need to know why every off of Ben Hill. You're talking about if we come down there, we're going to get shot up. Or if we come down there, you may come up missing. Well, you're the only one that's threatening that, because everybody that has been out there, I've seen them return and nobody's come up missing. So I'm beginning to wonder if you're wanting people to stay from out there. Then on top of that, you were protecting Candace and Dawn in the beginning. Now you're throwing them under the bus. You were protecting Fred Light there in the beginning. Now you're throwing him under the bus. then you were protecting so and so and so and so, and you started throwing them under the bus. You're slowly throwing them under the bus. So we really just got to sit down and we really got to think about, for one, we've got to trust who we watch as subs and members. We've got to, whoever we watch, we got to trust. So, but if somebody else comes in and say, well, I watch this person, I don't think anybody should be bashed by who they watch. Because at the end, when it all comes out, you're going to know who you can and can't trust. But we really do need all our creators to start coming together because, for one, my hat goes off to creators. You guys put up with a lot. Mods. People want to make me a mod. I don't want to be a mod because it takes a strong person to have to deal with that. It's big shoes to be a creator, and it's big shoes to be a mod. And I respect each and every one of y'all. My hat goes off. And quit talking about the money. If somebody wants to give money, they choose to do that. They don't have to do it. They choose to give that person money. So that is on them. So it shouldn't matter what we say. There shouldn't be a big sting in the chat that so-and-so's making this money or so-and-so's making this money. Eventually, people are going to realize who they can trust and who they don't. But I sit back and I watch a lot. And I see them talk bad about these creators, and then one creator turns on another creator, and then when you go back and then everybody's talking, then I'm looking back and I'm watching, I'm going, well, doggone, you look like you're rubbing your nose in poop now.
Well,
because now you've done swap.
We just, I'll have to butt in there real quick, and I appreciate.
Okay, go ahead.
I appreciate. Those
Well, I need to go.
comments.
Y'all just watch that video, and I'll be.
No, I will, and thank you for coming up, and thank you for
allowing me to come up.
Yeah, no problem. Anytime.
Mm-hmm. All right.
See ya. All right. So, anyway, thank you for coming up. But all right. So, where to go?
Can I comment on who's in charge of the investigation?
Yeah.
I still believe it's Hawkins County. I'm not trying to discredit her, but the last post that I saw on the TBI's website was March 2nd, and all it was where they had done that third search. And it didn't say that they had taken over the investigation. And as far as
WJHL in April says the lead investigator over it. So he's
right.
probably been labeled the lead. Pruitt's probably been.
Yeah, and Detective Pruitt is from Hawkins County.
Yeah, he's
just so everybody knows.
Right. Somebody said, is it possible that Fred Hill thought mistakenly saw Hunter in the pool and not Jody Sue's son? Well, think about this. Ben Hill Road is named after his family. Fred Hill's great grandfather, I think, it's that road's named after him. He knows, he's lived out there. He knows what everybody looks at like that lives on that road. He probably pays attention. I'm sure he saw who he saw. I don't think he would mess up that. Now, possibility, maybe. Now, it's only if there was a way to prove it or not. That's it. Till then, it's just speculation and his word against whoever's was up there until somebody comes out and says, no, that was me in the pool. We don't know. So I will say this too. If law enforcement, if Hawkins County is in charge of it, I hope that they might not throw, just because it's social media, immediately throw disdain and not look into it because they feel like all social media is bad or throwing just outlandish tips out there. I don't think it should be looked at that way. I feel like that everything should be taken seriously, and I feel like every person should be taken seriously, regardless of if I have a YouTube channel or not. If we're looking into this and we're trying to look at every detail, I don't know. Maybe they will start. Maybe we'll start getting some answers. We just got to keep moving forward, keep reporting these tips, and then if you feel that they are important, I mean, sometimes when you don't get a call back, it leads you to say maybe I shouldn't report it because every time I've called before, it's been not taken seriously or something. Don't lose hope. Continue to do what you feel is right. Maybe, when they see this isn't going away and people aren't going to forget about it, they have to look into everything, and maybe we'll have answers, moving forward. I don't know what else to say. Yeah, that's true. Look, that's true. There's multiple things with multiple people, with the parents. Yes, Candace breaks down when you ask her anything about this case.
Or
Shuts down. Straight strange. What else is there? There's, multiple things that don't add up from multiple people. The only people that can really have the power to say whether this is important or that's important is law enforcement. I hope we can put our faith back in there. I hope that they show us before too long that something is being done for Summer. That's all I can say. I hope her case is being taken as serious as all the other ones that have happened in that county. Anyway, I think that's it for us. I hope that was good. I hope everybody got something out of that. I appreciate y'all for coming here. Remember to catch us on the Reporter Room
Thursday at 7.
Thursday,
7 p.m. Eastern time.
I put it in the community section and gave the links there. We were invited over there to
just talk about the Summer
discuss
Wells
the
case.
Summer Wells case. Yeah, she's actually a journalist, investigative journalist. Maybe we can brainstorm. Let's work together. Let's do something productive. Hopefully. That's it. I think that's it. What's up, Killer Looks? Thank you for being over here. Appreciate all y'all for coming and joining us tonight. Y'all are amazing.
Thank you, Mr. Positive.
What do you say?
I'm so happy to see him over here.
Oh, I haven't seen him in a while.
I know.
Thank you, guys. Look, we're going to continue to do this. I'm sorry it wasn't more of a Q&A thing. I didn't know how to really conduct that when I had tried to put together something, but we would be going forever if it went any other way. Every time I put this link in here, nobody wants to come up. I don't understand.
That's okay.
It's all right.
I just want to let y'all know this is like way off topic, but I know that some of y'all probably heard me in the past talking about Beach Girl and how I was really worried about her. She's okay. She got in touch with me the other day, so I just wanted to let everybody know that. And everybody, if you'll keep praying for my mama, she's doing really good. She's still having a little bit of confusion. She really just needs to get motivated to get up and, work on her strength now, because that has really deteriorated over the last little bit because of everything that's going on. So if you'll just pray for that. Other than that,
Ariette, yeah, pray for her mama, please. If you do pray, if that's your thing.
Yeah.
The Reporter Room, it's in the community section. You can find it over there. I put the links and everything. It's 7 Eastern Standard Time on Thursday. Anyway,
7 p.m.
7 p.m. Yeah, Eastern Standard Time. What else is there? Yeah, if you haven't seen her new stuff she designed in her merch area, check it out. It might be something you like. We're not forcing it on you. That we don't ask for nothing. We put our own ways out there of generating for this channel. If you like something over there, you can use the promo code Kraken123, and you get, I think, $5 off all your purchases till the 25th. So I put that out there. She designed some new stuff that's pretty cool, so check it out. That's it. look here, they're gonna grab that. All the haters and say,
No,
oh,
we
he
already
promoted his own
No,
merch.
we already got a comment just a little bit ago saying that we were in it for the money and
Look,
then public service.
We don't ask no money for over Summer's name anything. We do our investigation. We don't ask you for anything, super chats, nothing. We don't care about that. You don't have to be a member. We don't want that from you. But you know, it is what it is. We don't put anything on shirts but our name, our channel name, what we do. That's our thing. If you like it, okay, so be it. If you don't,
That's
oh
fine.
well, don't buy it. We're not forcing you to. We love y'all. It's there. If you like it, if you don't,
Oh well.
oh well. If we do ask for you to put that touch DNA on that like button and show us that you support us that way, it's the only thing we ask for. It's free. Just click that button and we would gladly appreciate it. Again, I think that's it. I guess I'll pray this out and we're done. Dear Lord, thank you for everything you're doing. I ask that doors be open and answers be come forward for Summer's case. We ask that whoever is responsible be brought to justice, and we ask that you put your arms around all the missing children, especially Summer right now, and ask that you put a hedge of protection around her, Michael Vaughn, their family, and the people that are hurting. Let the truth come forward and not accusations, and let justice be served the right way. God, we ask that you bless everyone here that is reaching out for you in your mighty name. Amen. Remember, at the end of the day, everybody wants justice.
But justice doesn't have to be carried out with hate.
That's right. We'll catch you on the next one. God bless. Keep on cracking.
See ya.
Feel